Alright. I seem to be online. Cool. I'll have to stop actually watching the stream. And I'll just hope that this works. Alright. There should be a recording in the end. And I'll try to do actually some work on MultiMC today. I did nothing over the holidays. Pretty much I was overeating and not doing anything. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the first one here. Possibly broken Linux setups. Alright. The moment I open a web page, the stream quality goes down. And I drop thousands of frames. Alright. Neat. Anyway. This issue, I don't think it needs anything done. Hello. Really, not now. The actual problem is gone, and there should be a follow-up for it. Basically, all the Linux people have problems with dependencies and libraries and a lot of bullshit, really. So let's just do it later, because there is a suggested way to fix it. Yeah, actual problem is gone. Someone tried to work around it and people came out with different workarounds. A lot of talk is in here. Yeah. Someone tried to package MultiMC for Fedora. Whatever. Whatever. There's a lot of talk here. Yeah. Yeah, Wayland. That's unlikely to work at all. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna postpone that, because really there's not much to do here. What should I call this? Make a Linux start script. Use system first and packaged libraries and first try fails. Yeah, it's an idea and I'm just not going to act on it right now. It's as good as it is going to get for this release. DLL hell, yes. It's sad, but Linux has DLL hell, just like Windows 95 had. Maybe worse. OS X dark theme. Okay. I think this is fixed already, honestly. But let's see if I can do something about it or actually verify it. Will it wake up? Or do I have to walk over to the machine and actually log in? Ooh. Oh, it's good. So, dark theme. What did the person have problems with? Let's update it first. And then try to delete an instance and see if it looks better than what it was. I think that's fine. I mean, I can see the yes and no buttons. This is fine. Yep. Fix and develop. Yay. And close it. Should be fixed. Because you can't really set the user interface to something else. You can do it to system, so set the system thing. Then you get the system colors and everything is fine. You can just select something else. Then you don't get the system theme at all. Come on. This is odd. Ah, there we go. Yeah. It's fine. So that's closed. Setup wizard. This will actually yeah. The text is terrible. I know. It's 4K scaled down to like 720p. And the text is small. I guess I could somehow work around it or just stream from a smaller screen, but I'm just too used to 4K now. So maybe I could try streaming in 4K. But it really, the connection wouldn't hold. It just wouldn't work. So I don't know. Next, I can make the text bigger. Does this look better for you? Can you read this? No idea what kind of stream delay is there. Okay, not getting any response. Ooh. All right, a bit. So, a bit better. So, what language to use? Right now, when you start MultiMC, and I'll need to tweak the settings a bit for it to pop up. Right now, where's the config file here? When I set the language to something that isn't, well, set, you get this, right? And it downloads the language files in the background and just switches the language for you. So, yeah, this is nice, but the same thing isn't true for the settings here. So, yeah, I can switch it, but nothing's changing. So, it doesn't really work. So this needs fixing. Okay, finish the view in settings. Yeah, it's buggy. I'll have to actually get some work done. Yes, if I streamed in 4K, it would be overkill and my connection couldn't handle that. Yeah. Some people in Discord talking. Funny. Okay, what the hell am I doing? Doesn't change dynamically. Doesn't download translations on the fly. Buggy. Okay. Actually, let's keep that open. Because a lot of the code will be similar, if not the same. And this should be in the pages. Global pages, there's like MultiMC page UI that we can look at. And the languages, well, it shouldn't need to restart anymore, that's for sure. It's one thing that I'm changing. And yeah, let's actually look at the code. Let's scale it up so people see. What I need to do here is when the selected language changes, do the same stuff that the setup wizard right now does when the selection changes. So something like this, right? Not much code. Let's try to do it. Okay. Connect UI, whatever it is. Language something. Language box. Nice. What type is it? Oh, god damn it. Now let's look at the definitions. Okay, possible resolution. There we go. We should have some sort of language thing. Cucumber box. Okay, cucumber box definition. We want signals. Activated, highlighted, current index changed. Cool. Current text change. All right. So I can give it a model and I can get an index back, I guess. Now this is a bit of a problem. How does the page deal with that? How does it read it? Apply settings. Okay. Language box, add item, set current index. Oh, this is nasty. This still doesn't use the model for the languages. Hello. And the chat for YouTube have timestamps, so I'm not sure when you say anything. That's nice, I guess. So this is wrong, right? Because this is actually looking at the files in the translations directory. So instead of using the model that the setup wizard now uses, like this translations thing, this is still using the old stuff that I got rid of, really. And that shouldn't really be there. Ooh, not nice. So the load settings should be setting this. This we will keep. Because that's about right. Now it won't find the data, I don't think. User role. Okay. Is there some safe settings? Yes. Language. Connect. Item data. But what row? User role by default. Okay. Interesting. And when I'm adding those, the second first is what? I guess it's sorted by the actual language descriptions. And the second one, item, in items, pushback. Yeah, language name and language. Okay. So this is wrong. We will want to do something else with this. Language. Translations. Okay, we want this. As long as the page is open, it will just hold a we'll grab the model from the main application object. Okay, where is the constructor here? Here. What settings? Oh no. What? What's this nonsense? Just added it. Maybe it doesn't know this. Yeah, probably. There. Now it should be known. Yep. MultiMC page. Maybe. Oh, yes. We'll get it from the object. Translations. Nice. And now in load settings, instead of doing all this nonsense, really, 'cause that's not useful. Language box. Set modal. Oh yes, we can do this. This is nice. Language modal get. .get. There we go. That should work. Yep. Now let's look at it and see if it works. Actually works. Now let's look at the translation model and see what sort of data it returns. Because I don't remember, I did it like last month or so, I think. So, data, user role, this is nice. It actually matches what the old code did, so it should just work. Here we go. Oh yeah, we got Turkish. Fine. American English, close, execute. That looks English. That's fine. If we do this, okay. Yep. You'll see that some of it is not translated. This is a flaw in how it's all designed. The high-level design of everything is wrong, really, because you can't translate the developer versions. All the translations are just set up to be done against the stable versions. So this is nice. A lot less code here. Save settings. What does it do? Is there anything like save settings? Save. Come on. Apply settings. Okay. Translations. And I was looking at this like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, set language, current index to string. We can't use this, I think. But maybe, actually we can, because this is taking the item data, and the default is user role, which the model is using for the key. So, perfect. Really. Okay. Now we just need that bit that actually reacts to the language change. And this should be Q number box. Current index changed. I guess so. The problem with this, I just have to use the old signal and slot syntax, because the current index changed can either be using integers or strings. And well, if I use the new syntax, it will just not be able to decide which one to use. So yeah, I have to do this instead. There are probably some ways around it. Const q string reference, maybe. Hopefully. Either it will work or not. Slot. These signals and slots basically connect pieces of code, right? Instead of directly calling some function or method, you are just saying, okay, I'm firing the signal, and everything that was connected to it is called. It's fine. And we won't do language index changed. Ooh. There we go. Now this doesn't exist, of course. This needs to be created. Private slots. Now the question is, do I actually want a string? Probably not. Let's do it this way. Index. Yeah, this will be better. So int. Easier to deal with because I'm not sure what sort of thing it will return. Clicked, whatever. Let's just do a debug input and see what it returns. Index changed. Index build, test, and so on. Right. Now when I change this, yeah, 15, 14, 13, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it is reacting just fine. Okay. We got signal. We really do. So this is actually what we want. This piece of code. But instead of setting it later or changing some settings, we will just apply it. There we go. Language code. If it's empty, I'm just not going to I'm just not going to do anything. Printer an error somewhere and known language. Index, whatever. Index. Right, it could return nonsense. Now I'll take this from the setup wizard. Really, I shouldn't do this. But I'm just going to copy a bit of code. Okay. Translations index at this row, which is the index, should be 0. And some invalid thing. Model index. Actually, this is silly. Right. We already have the code. Why am I doing this? I just need the translations. Select the language. Using the language code we get from the model already. And just update the language. Okay, update. Execute. Oh, look at that. That's neat. This is the first time I see this in action. Oh. Cool. Oh. I love it. And you can see how incomplete some of the translations are, because now you can just switch between them very, very quickly. And you can see it downloading the translations maybe. Well, it's downloading in the background anyway. So you just select and it downloads it and it applies the translation. Cool. That's another thing done. It's no longer buggy, I would say. It downloads the translations on the fly. It changes dynamically. Complete. Yeah, the whole language thing is complete. Ooh, Java. I don't feel like doing that right now. So let's do something easy. Because that would involve a lot of work and thinking. And when I'm trying to explain what I'm doing while doing it, it's just my brain is half used up by the talking. So, logging of machine stats. This is something that I added for the analytics. Actually, I can show the analytics. That's something I haven't shown. Analytics. Yay for Google Analytics. It makes my life easier. Okay. They changed things. Again. Try Google Data Studio. Okay. So, what I have here, why is this? What is this? I want this one. Okay. Customization, OS statistics. What am I trying to say? Right. I have things like CPU, operating system, and Java bitness, let's say. Really the architecture. Oi! Don't know who you are, but hello. Okay. And here you can see stuff like operating system versions and stuff like that. These are the stats from the development versions of MultiMC, really. So I have all this information. The client has all this information. And it would be nice to print it in the Minecraft log, because usually you're left guessing if the CPU is 64-bit and if the user is using some sort of stupid Java version that's 32-bit on a 64-bit system, right? And you can't tell them because you don't know. So let's actually look at it. Where was it? Java? Architectures? Oh yeah, look at this. These are the people who have the right version of Java for their system, right? 32-bit on a 32-bit system or on a 32-bit CPU. And then there are a few people who have 32-bit Java on a 64-bit system and CPU. Like, there isn't that many of them, like 3%. But I would like to get that fixed, right? So this is the idea. Let's put it in the logs and make other people yell at them when they see it. Right? Right. We can fix a problem with science. Really just data. And putting the data where other people can act on it. So no MultiMC page. This got rebuilt. We are not looking at the translations. And right now the library doesn't, I don't think it exposes this system stuff. So I'm going to create a new library for it, and this will be interesting maybe. So system info, maybe. Okay, where did I create it? There we go. And this, everything from here should go to the other one. So system info should have include sources. And what else? That's good enough. Going to move those to these sources. And of course, I'm going to break the build with that, right? But I want to use this library directly. I don't want this stuff to be hidden somewhere inside a different library. So, yeah. Let's copy this over. Let's edit both. Okay. Okay. This isn't there anymore. This is actually a whole lot of nonsense. We don't need... Do we need network for this? I mean, Google Analytics does need network. I don't think this does. And the GUI... I'll see about that later. There's a sys test. Yes, there is a sys test. The original, I'm just removing the sys stuff from it. Okay, so I don't need this here. And I need to link the other library here. Target link libraries. This with the system info. Okay, the unit test doesn't belong here anymore. All right. Okay. We'll add system info here. Which is nice. Let's see what it does. Does it still build? It should, but you never know. Yeah, I'm really slow at reading chat, guys. I just noticed the joke. That's nice. Science. It seems that it builds. Every time I actually make any bigger change to the build system, it takes a longer time to build. So, yeah. Now, when I wait here for a bit, it should send the analytics message. It's like 30 seconds. Takes 30 seconds for that to just start sending. Mostly to not count sessions that are very, very slow, well, or very, very short, I would say. So yeah, you can see what it's sending here. It's a screen view. There's some size of the screen, size of the application, and stuff like that. Nothing very, very personal in there. Actually, nothing personal in there. Yep. Okay, so we have a separate library now. We can use the separate library. Now, print instance info, maybe. Now, the launch is actually split into a lot of tasks, right? Small things that get, well, launched separately in order. So there's like, okay, there's something with an account. Doesn't have any documentation. I should document at least what the hell it is. But yeah, it's like, okay, there's one type of launch, a different type of launch. Like create a Minecraft jar if you have any jar mods, stuff like that. It's just broken down into a lot of pieces here. And a lot of it is generic, like not even specific to Minecraft. So that's like pre-launch and post-launch commands and printing text and running the instance updater, stuff like that. There should be some Java check in here. I think. But where would it be? Let's look here. Yes, there's Java arguments. It's checking the Java path here. Right. Wrapper command. Yeah. And it's logging to the Minecraft log here too. So it's like emit log line. Well, now we see what it says here and when. Could not launch Minecraft. Minecraft process ID. Actually, let's search for the string. Because Java version is using architecture. When and where does this come from? Check Java. Actually, it's a Java check step, not the launch step. Nice. So this will be different. Oh, it's in Java. That would explain why I couldn't find it. So we can actually check more stuff in here and print more stuff. Okay. Now I need to link it with the library because right now it's not linked with the new library we created. Link libraries. There. System info. We don't need these. We need this one. Is it sys.h? I think it is. What was it? Sys.h. Indeed it is. The problem with that is this probably clashes with some other thing somewhere. So let's try to just build it with the include header and see what it does. This is taking a while. So, analytics. About 824 users using the dev version. And the last... This is showing a day. Okay, this is showing some overall time. Cool. Not very many. I thought it was more. But if you look at the other part, which I'm not sure how accurate it is, if you look at the website stats, because the launcher basically connects to the website every time it starts. If you look at unique visitors here, about 150,000. So maybe 0.5% of those people actually use the dev version. So I assume all this data here is basically unusable for determining anything right now until there's a new version released. Okay, build is done. Yes, kill the old version. Right, it built. It is starting. I don't know why this isn't. Now it is. Cool. So what can we do here? Is the system 64-bit? The CPU 64-bit? We can get the system RAM. We can get some kernel information, which is the name and version. So that's nice. I can put it in there and be sure that, okay, this is Windows 10 or Windows 8 or 8.1 or whatever. So we'll get some stats. So system is 64-bit. CPU is 64-bit. We can do this. We can use this. And this isn't really check Java. Not just check Java. As you can see, it does quite a bit of stuff for checking Java, right? But we can do more here. So sys is CPU 64-bit. If it doesn't match, we can print some sort of warning to the user and say, okay, maybe you should be using a different kind of system because you have a CPU that is 64-bit. Your CPU is not matching your system architecture. Okay. Now, you can't start anything that's 64-bit on a 32-bit system. So the assumption here is, okay, if it doesn't match, you are running a 32-bit system on a 64-bit CPU. Want to install a 64-bit operating system. There we go. Now we are not putting any sort of arguments in there. And this is like error. That's an error. Now print Java info. Print Java info. It can actually do it in different places here. Mojang platform. Yeah. Let's actually add a method for this. Print system info. Is 64-bit. Java is known. Yes, because here the Java check can fail actually. So we'll need to actually take that into account, that it can fail. Why are you complying? What? But it's right there. F5. Still complaining. Oh. It took the older definition. Still some bugs in this IDE. Now we're gonna do this. And if we are printing the Java info, and we know about Java, true, and it's Java 64-bit, something like architecture. Equals 64. That should work. Oh, hello. Someone connected on Discord. Ooh. No, not really. I'm streaming right now, so if you want to join that, then you can. Yeah, it told me it's on. Yeah, I'm live anyway. All right. So if Java is known, we want to also check. Yeah, I'm just writing code on stream. Very, very boring probably. But someone wants to watch it anyway. Yeah. It should be. I'm not sure if it's getting you, actually. If you're... Am I? Well, whatever. I should be streaming. It's up. I actually dropped about 50,000 frames because my internet is trash, but... What? So, if Java is 64-bit... If Java is 64-bit... Well, if 64-bit Java... Well, if the bitness of the Java and the bitness of the system don't agree, then you have another problem that you can report, probably. Your Java, your system architecture, you might want to install a 64-bit Java version. So this is nice. And I'm going to print some other stuff here. Print the system info. We don't know what the Java is. False. The architecture doesn't matter. Okay. Print Java info. And here is doing the check. This is funny. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So, I'm going to test this. Yeah, I'm basically adding some more logging to the Minecraft log. So when you, let's actually create an instance for this. Test log. Okay, I don't have that version. So that's probably going to kill the stream quality even more than it is. It does. Okay. It's weird. It's telling me that I'm uploading like... Well. Anyway, let's look at the log. Go. Java is whatever. This is fine. We're not logging actually anything. But if I installed 32-bit Java, which I'm not sure how to install on the system. I'm not sure. Let's grab it from Oracle. Downloads. Okay. Accept license. Oh, that's the JDK. That's not something I want. Bloody website, I don't know where they put it out. Put the downloads. Okay, runtime. Okay, this is better. Tarball. Why are the tarballs bigger than the RPMs? I don't know. But they are. It's like 70 megs. Which will take a bit to download. Alright. So, stuff. If I ran this... I'm sorry? Yes, stuff and things. I really don't know what to say because it's just downloading. Yeah. Just downloading 32-bit Java to test this code. And make sure that it actually fires and shows a warning to the user. But it should work. If I compile it and stuff. 14 megs out of 70. Right, what else is there? I don't think I have to use this. I'm just going to use the Java and operating system and CPU witness here. Analytics. Ooh. All right. Silence. I think analytics is actually done already, because there's really nothing to do there. It's already using an analytics version. The only thing that's missing is testing it. So at some point I should just increase the version and see if it asks again. Should be easy. While I'm waiting for the upload or download. Analytics version. What is this? Okay. Should be getting the version somewhere around here. It's actually setting the version somewhere. And here it is created, and the analytics version is here. So if I set 2 here now, I should get the setup wizard, and it should ask me if I want to keep the analytics on. Yep, basically. Whenever the analytics stuff changes, I'll just increase the number, and if people don't agree, they can just do this and, well, turn it off. Finish. There we go. And now it shouldn't ask again. All right. I'm going to set it to English because I don't know this language. Okay, we have the Java. We have the Java, and we are going to put it somewhere like here. Does it work? Seems to be working. Okay, don't run this. Close this one. And now if I set my Java to be something else, specifically that one Java from here. There we go, test. Right, it doesn't work like that because it's 32-bit Java, right? So 512 to something that actually works. I'll keep this somewhere else, so I don't have to type it again. Test. We got crappy Java. Okay. And now? Why is it downloading the realms again? I guess Mojang updated something. All right. And what did it say? Yes. You might want to install a 64-bit Java version. Nice! Useful information. Yes, whatever. So this is nice. Another thing off the list. I like it. So, with Java to use, yeah, the setup wizard. Well, we have a setup wizard now that, well, shows up, as you've seen. And what happens usually on a new install is it asks you for Java, right? Now it's saying I'm offline. Whatever. It asks you for Java. And this should be part of the setup wizard. And I'm just going to do this later, not now. We've got the analytics version tested. So all of the analytics stuff is done. Mostly. Just during the release, I should switch over analytics. Over analytics to a clean account. I'm just going to, well, remove all the old stuff. All the old data because it's dirty. I was changing the analytics while people were using it, and it's just there's old no longer relevant stuff in there. There's stuff where I didn't have the IP address anonymization set up. It just has to go. So yeah, I'll have to switch over analytics to a clean account, which is basically changing a tiny small thing in build setup. So analytics for now is done. Patreon and macOS builds. Patreon stuff really needs some TLC, really. Because right now it's just taking all the stuff from this here, which I'm not sure if it even works still. Yeah, the URL has changed. There's like nothing in here. Yeah. This is completely broken, and I'll have to change over the script to actually use the Patreon API. I don't know how long it has not been updating. Probably a long time now. It sucks. Again, I'm probably not going to do it today. But I've done some work, which is nice. And I'm going to rewatch this stream and find out how bad I am at it. Okay. I guess this is it.